ho, ho! Welcome to the Bud's Beer Blurb Christmas episode.
All right, hey, well, this is our Christmas episode, so
Merry Christmas!
You know, Christmas is the spirit of giving, correct?
Oh, yeah.
We would hope so, at least, right?
Most people do it.
In that spirit, I'm bringing forth to us several beers that were given to me by Black Pond Brewing. And I figured, because it's a gift that they gave to us, that would be perfect for our Christmas episode.
Absolutely perfect. A whole sleigh full of beer.
But we have, 6, 7 beers here? We're going to taste every single one of them.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
But, I mean, we have one of one type, one of another type, so we're going to be splitting them. And, if you don't want to chug it, don't feel like you chug it. I'm pulling out the little cups. We have these little cups like you get if you go to a brew bash or something like that.
Really? I thought we were getting the curly straws. We were going to,
No. We're not doing that. No curly straws. I'm sorry, dude. How about this? I'll let you pick which one you want to start out with.
So, looking through the host of beers we have, I think I'm going to start nice and safe.
Yeah, something probably lighter to darker.
Yeah, I'm going with the Hell's Lager here, Secret Plans, and it is a 5.0%.
Yeah, they say this easy-sipping Bavarian-style golden lager showcases the beauty of malted barley, as I put on my glasses so I can read, and pairs best with sideline heckling, hand-ups, and herdless? That's weird. That's a funny description.
That is very interesting.
Yeah. All right. Well, go ahead, Nick. Nice. And I'll give you the cups.
Thank you.
All right. Secret Plans.
So first off, that is a nice color.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little bit deeper than a Budweiser.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's going to taste a hell of a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah.
A nice, sweet aroma, but you can smell a little bit of sour in the back.
Yeah, that's I do smell that, but it smells like a lager.
Yeah, I mean, that malt is forward. So let's give it a taste. Wow, that's a little different.
That is a little different.
I know this is going to sound really weird, but I taste carrot.
I could kind of see that. It's a bit of a stretch for me, but
it's classic. That's beautiful.
That is very good, very smooth.
Yeah, I like that.
Not too malty.
Right. And the ABV in this is 5%, so safe to start with. It's like drinking a soda. There's no alcohol taste whatsoever.
Not at all. This is very good.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Wow. For a Munich-style Helles Lager, I'm going to say 3 3/4.
I'm at 3 1/4.
Okay, 3 1/4. This is one we're going to probably want to finish later.
Yeah, I could easily have a second one.
Mm-hmm. All right, Black Pond, you're off to a good start here. Where are we going next?
So,
the beers are close to Nick, so I'm just going to let him pick the beers. I know I just said that, but how about this? Let's go with the Foam Economics, because that's a Pilsner, and that's another light one.
Yep, that's actually what I was grabbing. For once in my life, I have a plan here.
So that's a 5.2 ABV. It's our classic crisp Pilsner brewed with loads of Czech Saz and Laurel hops. So this is going to be a little hoppier.
Yeah, and this is one I was talking about. The can art reminded me of John Steinbeck.
Well, you know what? I'm impressed that you know John Steinbeck.
I'll say, one of us is dating ourselves here. The other just reads.
Nice. Yeah, that was a good one. Uh-oh. We got a little foamage. We got some foamage. Go ahead. I don't mind if you sip off the foam off the top. I don't care.
Much sweeter than the other one.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. I don't know. I do like my beers a little bit sweeter. Personally, not my personal palate, German-style Pilsner at 5.2. I agree with Nick. This definitely has a sweeter aroma. A little bready. Just a little.
It smells very, very good.
Yeah. All right. Let's give it a taste. Oh, my. Ooh. Oh, for a Pilsner, that's really good. I'm not a huge Pilsner fan.
No, me neither.
But wow.
That is crisp.
Yeah, it is crisp. It's sweet. It's light and yet lively. Light and lively.
It is. It's for something so light. This was a 5.2, was it?
Mm-hmm.
It's got a lot of flavor. I mean, again, we don't taste the alcohol here,
Right.
which is to be expected.
No,
but
I mean, 2 different types of hops, and there's no bitterness.
nothing
whatsoever.
at all.
That's beautiful. We're chugging. These little tiny cups are going to add up quick. Okay, so a German Pilsner. What do you think?
This one, 3 3/4. This is good.
Nice. Yeah, I'm right there with you. 3 3/4.
Definitely a big increase from my first one.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you so much, Black Pond Brewing. I was able to get there, and when I was there, I was talking to the guys. And, we were there kind of on the late side. And you want to fluff up the jam? Or wait a minute.
I was thinking moves, because we don't really have a whole lot of
Oh,
information on that, other than it's 6.5%. I mean,
It's a New England hazy IPA, and it's made with Citra, Cascade, and the CTZ. Now, when I was at the brewery, I had Big Moves, and that was a 3 3/4 because it was fantastic, and I love that beer. Big Moves is a step up from Moves, so I have a feeling this is going to be really good.
well, there's only one way to find out.
Let's pour it. But I got to the brewery kind of late, and those guys, nice. Those guys are so nice. Even though it was probably really like almost a half hour to closing time, they still gave me a tour. I was reviewing a beer, and then they handed me these, 2 4-packs of beer. I mean, just guys, you were so good to me. I really appreciate it. All right, well, Nick has mine poured, and oh yeah, there's that citrus, pineapple, sweet. It smells so good.
Now, how does it compare to the smell of the other one?
It's right there.
I was saying,
I
very
really-
similar.
Very, very similar. Oh, I can't. You ready?
Yeah, everything you smell hits it right on the head for me.
There we go. Let's give it a taste. Okay, there's a slight dank.
Yep, but sitting where it needs to be sitting.
It is definitely lighter than the other one. It's gonna be because it's not a double IPA.
It's very pleasant the way the flavor moves from the front to the back.
Yes.
It is just, it's incredible how much it changes the further into the mouth it hits.
Mm-hmm.
Very sweet up front.
Mm-hmm.
Not too dank at
Right.
the back,
Oh, God, no.
but I like the dank, but
No,
for
you
somebody whose bloodline is weak, they would like the dank of this is pretty nice.
But yes, it tastes a lot like it, but not quite as strong.
Which, it's half the ABV, so that tracks.
Yeah, the citrus is very present. I'm loving it, just like I love the other one.
No, this is very good.
Big Moves I gave 3 3/4, but honestly, with this one, I'm gonna go 3.5.
I'm right there with you. 3.5.
All right, 3.5. Let's finish this little cup. I'm so glad you bought these cups, Nick.
You and me both.
I keep yanking out 2 cups at a time out of this drawer that we have here in the studio. Oh, Nick's showing me the next one. What's the next one?
So the next one is the Hi-Fi beer, which is a West Coast IPA. After this,
Uh-oh. Did you say West Coast?
it is a West Coast. After this, we kind of get into the realm of the weird. So I figured we'll start with something,
Okay. All right. Well, this
that we know and understand that you love so much.
Oh, yeah.
Straight, close to your heart, these West Coasts.
Yeah. Well, at 6.8, this thing has Simcoe, Centennial, Cascade, Bravo hops in it. It says clean and pleasantly bitter, with notes of grapefruit, of course. I do not eat grapefruits, by the way. I can't do it. Okay? So grapefruit, citrus, and pine. Yep. This is a West Coast.
I am sensing a very high rating from you.
I'm going to rate it according to what it is, not according to what I like or... Oh! You keep cutting me off.
Nice.
It's alright. I don't mind being cut off with a beer.
So, first I'm going to mention that is a beautiful color there. It's a nice amber color.
Very nice.
Ooh. Smells sweet.
You think so? I smell West Coast. I smell sunshine and bitter hops, but it does smell good.
Yeah, it does smell a little more sweet than I was expecting from a West Coast.
I agree with you. It is a little bit sweeter.
We'll see how how this taste goes.
Okay, but that citrus is right there.
Oh,
Boom.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's give it a taste.
That would be a West Coast.
Yeah. So very, very dank, very piney. Grapefruit, yes. Citrus, their description is perfect.
Oh, yeah. I'm in heaven. You're just over there.
I know. I'm going to pass you mine. But seriously, it for what they describe it to be, this West Coast IPA, it's delicious.
This is very good.
Yeah,
I mean,
you being a West Coast IPA lover.
Well, to me, it's just, it is filling my entire mouth with very good flavors from, start to finish.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real nice about that whole filling my entire mouth comment you just made.
I'll keep going with it. It just fills me up so well with love. No, I do taste the sweetness that I was smelling.
Yeah, it's there.
Obviously not overbearing, but for a West Coast, it is a little bit on the sweeter side. I'm not finding it overly dank anywhere. I do feel it in the back of my tongue, which normally is where you feel it. But honestly, I find this to be extremely flavorful.
So for a West Coast, it's not as abrupt as most West Coasts are. It's a little bit lighter. I actually could sit down and drink this, believe it or not. For me, this is probably like the perfect bitterness for you.
Yeah, no, this is very good.
Okay, so you're the West Coast guy. What do you say for a rating?
I'm giving it a 4.
I can't argue with that because I agree. I'm going to give this a 4. Even though it's not something I would run out and buy, it's near perfect. Yeah,
I would go out and buy this, and anyone who likes West Coast, I would highly recommend it. Even people who are iffy about them, I saw that. I believe would like this as well. This is very good. It's very flavorful, and to me, I didn't find anything offensive to it. But I see this guy over here making those faces.
Well, I'm just eating a pretzel. So where are we going next, Nick?
So this is where I'm not really sure where to go, because now we're stepping into the stranger stuff. We got the peanut butter.
I'd say the peanut butter whoopie pie stout should be last.
All right.
We got a sour coming. I'd say let's go with the sour.
Okay.
Fluff up the jam. Fluff it up. Now, is a fruited sour. It has a 6.6 ABV, and it's a cotton candy sour ale with lactose. Oh, lactose.
This is the faces you made at the West Coast. I'm probably going to be making those at this one.
The can art. I love it.
I do too. I like the little guy in the corner, the little cotton candy guy. It's nice.
Nice. And they use that fluffy font. Here we go. So, what's the nose picking up, Nick, as you're pouring?
Yeah, that's a sour.
Whoa, look at the color. It's like, it could be the light in here, but it looks almost greenish.
It is. It's a very, very nice yellow greenish color. That's
wow. It's like nuclear. Yeah, the nose is saying sour. But you know what? There isn't a sour yet that doesn't scream that when you smell it.
Oh, no. It's definitely right there smacking you in the nose. Right.
When it comes to a sour and you're trying to bring it to the nose, and it's almost like you can't get past the fact that it's a sour. Like, there's supposed to be a cotton candy sweetness about it, but...
I'm actually smelling that, believe it or not.
Yeah?
Of course, my nose is damn near in the beer at this point, but I am smelling the cotton candy. It's very minimal.
You're doing lines of sour? Yeah, it's almost like a sour apple.
Yeah, but I'm smelling the cotton candy, which I think is just pure sugar.
And the lactose is, that sweet.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, let's move from the nose to the mouth. Let's give it a taste. Okay, I'm surprised.
You and me both.
That's good.
That is good.
It is good. Wow. I like it.
I do too. I really didn't think I was going to. It's a little...
The sweetness isn't overbearing.
It's close to me, but that's just me.
It's funny because, like I said, it's sour apple, but that's kind of what I'm getting.
A little bit. I do taste the cotton candy, but the sweetness, in context, I went 2 years without eating sweets, so for this to not be offensive as a sour is pretty good.
Right, and the lactose in it. Now, we recently reviewed a beer with lactose in it from a brewery, we'll leave nameless, but we didn't like that one. No. This, though, wow, good job, guys. I like it. To be honest, for what it's described as, again, I'm 3 3/4.
Yeah, you and me both.
Okay.
3 3/4.
You guys are doing some good work down there. All right, well, let's go to, what's that called?
Machu Picchu.
Machu Picchu.
The jalapeno.
Yeah.
Saison.
It's a spice herbed beer. It's made with nugget hops. It has a 6.8 ABV. Machu Picchu is one of our signature beers. Jalapeno Saison, brewed with fresh jalapenos, not some sort of powder or anything, barley, wheat, and corn, and fermented with a Belgian Saison yeast. Nice. Oh, I'm curious.
Yeah, I want to see what the hop nugget tastes like.
We're talking about jalapeno, though. And I gotta be honest, I think I've had one jalapeno beer that I liked. It was a jalapeno watermelon.
I have not yet had a good jalapeno beer. Like, I love jalapenos and I love beer, so they should mix pretty well.
You would think so, right?
Let's see what we got.
All right.
Noise.
So,
I can already smell the jalapeno that's about a foot from my face. Yeah, just give it a smell. Tell me how strong that is.
I'm bringing it close. Holy moly! That is the jalapenos. Wow. I'm scared.
That is all I smell.
Yeah, that's all you're gonna...
It doesn't smell artificial, though.
No.
It smells like actual, true jalapeno, which a lot of these, it's been, an artificially flavored scent.
Yep, they use that powder.
I'm not getting that here. I'm getting...
Yeah.
As if I just cut open a jalapeno.
Yeah, and you're smelling your finger, right?
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
So,
well,
that's a good start.
Holy cow. It's in the back of my throat burning. Oh.
I'll start by saying I'm very used to spice. I'm very good with this. That is jalapeno through and through. That is good.
All right, it's definitely jalapeno. I'm trying to find the hop in it. I gotta take a second sip and find that. Okay, it's got a little bitter in there too. Not bad. But totally jalapeno.
Yeah, that's...
I mean, like my mouth is warm. You know what I mean? You don't expect that drink of beer and you get this warm sensation in your mouth. Okay, it's very good. It really is. For again, being what it is, it's very good. If you're into jalapeno beer, I would suggest this one.
Yeah, even if you're into just jalapenos, I'd be into this one because it tastes like I'm drinking a jalapeno, honestly.
I want a tortilla chip right now, and I want to dip it in there and taste it.
Yeah, if you throw some salt in this, it probably honestly really make it work.
That's actually kind of... Do you guys salt the rim when you serve these up? That would be kind of interesting.
It would be.
Well, you know what? Later on, we'll finish this and we'll try that. Why not, right? I mean, I'm not into really doing that kind of stuff with beer, but this one, you never know. What would you call it?
It's tough because...
And I'm not talking about the heat index. I'm talking about, the beer rating.
So we're not going off for Scoville. For what they were going for, they freaking nailed it.
Oh, yeah, they did.
It's jalapeno through and through. It's good. If anybody likes jalapenos, they would absolutely love this beer.
Yeah.
So in regards to that, I'm going to give this one a 4 because it is exactly what you are buying.
Yeah, and I'm right there with you. Again, this is not something I don't think either one of us would run out
I
and
would
buy.
never buy this in a million years.
But if you're into that kind of a beer, yeah, this is the one you want. This is a 4 all day long. That brings us to the last one,
which is the peanut butter
Here we go.
whoopie pie stout.
Here we go.
And stouts can go either way.
Yeah, they're either like way too sweet or...
I'm going to be honest though, with what we have had so far, I'm excited for this.
I can agree with that.
They've nailed everything, and I actually have pretty high hopes for this. I'm loving the can art. I'm loving the whoopie pie with its mouth open.
It is pretty funny.
So this one's what, a 6.0%?
Yep, it's a pastry stout, a tasty yet drinkable pastry stout. Brewed with peanut butter, marshmallow. See, when I hear marshmallow in a beer, I get nervous. Of course, there was another beer I just rated recently that got a 5. One of the only 5s I've given out in this whole event here of a Bud's Beer Blurb. And it had marshmallow in it, and I was really shocked by it. And that was Almost Famous. That one really freaked me out, honestly. But this has peanut butter, marshmallow, chocolate, and vanilla. See, that is a recipe for danger or perfection.
Exactly. Well, we're going to find out shortly.
All right, crack it. Nice. as Nick pours the beer and passes one over to me.
So look at that. That is dark.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
A stout through and through.
Yeah.
I can smell the peanut butter from a mile away.
Yep.
That's the first thing that comes right up is that.
Yeah, definitely the peanut butter.
Yep. Oh, God,
but the chocolate is very present.
Yes.
And if you search for it, the vanilla's there too.
Yeah, it's there if you know it's there.
Right.
And most people are going to open a beer and not sit there sniffing it like us.
They're going to just start, hey, chugging.
But they're going to smell that peanut butter and chocolate immediately.
And you got that coffee, roasted coffee,
which is normal.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, hey, let's give this one a taste. Yep, peanut butter.
Yeah, there's also peanut butter,
marshmallow. I can taste the I can't smell the marshmallow, but I can taste it.
I can as well. I can't smell it, but it's there. I can taste the chocolate. The aftertaste is the chocolate sitting in my tongue right now.
I got that too. Yep. My tongue's still kind of warm from the whole jalapeno thing, but I gotta admit, it's good.
It's very good. If this is what we started with, I wouldn't expect this, but because we've already gone through a slew of these,
right?
I pretty much expected what I'm tasting here, which is
dead on to what they described.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I can literally taste peanut butter, marshmallow, chocolate, and vanilla. That's good. It really is. They did a great job. When you start hearing these peanut butter marshmallow things, you take a sip and it's just like, oh my God, that is so sweet and just it coats your mouth and it doesn't go away.
For me, it's just when you mix all those sweet things together, it feels like Conor McGregor just kicks me in the mouth.
So this has a little bit lighter and it's balanced.
Very, very balanced.
I love it.
Each flavor is very balanced with one another. It takes time for each one to make it through, but by the time they're done, it's just...
Which is neat.
Very pleasant. Exactly.
So, what do you give this one?
Another 3 3/4.
Oh, really? I'm giving it a 4.
I was almost there.
Yeah.
Almost.
Mark, thank you so much. This is a wonderful gift. It's our Christmas gift. I consider it a Christmas gift, don't you?
Oh, yeah, and I haven't met them, and thank you so much for all of this. This has been...
Yeah, wonderful. And
each one has been amazing. You did fantastic on everything.
And the funny thing is, like I said, Heather and I were driving to an event in Rhode Island, and on the way there, Heather all of a sudden exclaims, "Hey, there's Black Pond Brewing." And I was like, "What? Wait, where? What?" And we immediately agreed on the way home from this event, we're stopping. And they were just so cordial. They were great. I really appreciate everything.
That is a Christmas miracle for me.
But yeah, and we talked, and they said they would love to come on the podcast and talk about the brewery and their adventures, and I'm waiting for that. I'm excited. So
you and me, I'd love to meet them. I mean, the people. This is all fantastic,
right? The guys who made this. Come on. I'm going to just say Merry Christmas, Nick.
Merry Christmas,
and Merry Christmas, Black Pond Brewing, and Merry Christmas to you, folks.
And now, a Christmas story. Another house full of good cheer. Let's see. 3 goodless children and a goodless mom. Looks like they've been wonderful this year. 1 for Timmy, 1 for Susie, and 1 for little baby Kate. And of course, we can't forget about Mom. But Charlie Johnson, you're on the naughty list. Oh, Charlie, you've given me quite a dilemma. I mean, you've been good dad to the kids, and you treat your wife very well, but these things listed here are just... Wait. What is it? Delightful aroma. Well, that's not cookies and milk. That's an ice-cold craft beer and a steaming hot bacon cheeseburger. This is amazing. Oh, now that's a good winter warmer craft beer. Well, Charlie, my friend, looks like you may have just redeemed yourself. That was delicious. All right, now, back to work. Let's see. A new set of tools. That fancy fishing rod he's been eyeing, and why not a gift card to his favorite steakhouse. Merry Christmas, Charlie. Such a good boy. Merry Christmas to all! And to all a burger and beer tonight! And now, Hops 101 presents a special Christmas edition. On this edition of Hops 101, we want to talk to you about Christmas beers and the hops and other ingredients used to give them that Christmas spirit. Some Christmas beers use hops like Columbus, Cascade, Centennial, and Amarillo. These hops can give the beer a piney and citrus flavor and aroma. Christmas beers often include other ingredients like spices such as coriander, cinnamon, ginger, allspice, licorice, cloves, and even apple puree. Some brewers also add vanilla, orange, and lemon zest, brown sugar, honey, maple syrup, and dried fruits. Some of these Christmas beers on the market include Allagash Ski House, Great Lakes Christmas Ale, and Sam Adams Winter Lager. Thanks for listening to our special Christmas edition of Hops 101, and please have a happy Christmas. Well, that wraps up our Christmas edition of Bud's Beer Blurb. We hope that you have a wonderful holiday, and we'll see you next year right here on Bud's Beer Blurb, the podcast. Merry Christmas.